Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of Daedra and Deathclaws. My name is Daniel, I'm the Game Master here. I'm so excited to have you all. We're going to do introductions of our characters and players in just a minute here, but right now we're going to get the show started. Just one small point of order. Obviously everything in Skyrim was written for a single character in mind, so we just have to stretch our imagination a little when they say, you're the only one who can save us. Think, you're the only ones who can save us. And so on and so forth. With that in mind, let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Get towards the block when you call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Yarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Yarl Ulfric.
Raylock of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead. No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
He calls to a Nord man just in front of the four of you. He is tall, long blonde hair. It appears he may have been one of the Stormcloaks, but he has been stripped of his armor. There is something different about him. You've all seen a fair amount of soldiers in your lives, but you've never seen one like this man. As he steps forward and the man asks him his name, he simply responds with a single word. He says, Lohikarmi. And something about the way he speaks, it seems almost as if time stands still. You are immediately enamored. You want to keep a close eye on this person because something about him just draws attention from all around. He goes up, gives his name.
Who are you?
Here he is.
You picked a bad time to come home to Skyrim, kinsman. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain.
He continues, and what about those four? Our list is over. And she responds in turn, I don't care if they're on the list. They were on the wagon. They go to the chopping block. He says, well, I have to add you to the list. What is your name?
Eruyen Baelmore.
And your name?
And I am Alicia. Am I also describing my character now?
Yes.
Okay, so I am playing a wood elf of a class that is thingy. She is medium height, long dark black hair that's kind of braided, golden eyes like a cat, and a little bit of just stuff. And in a potato sack by the looks of it, because they've stripped us of all of our clothes.
Eruin. Got it. And you are?
Going on that same thing with cats, sitting next to her is a relatively short Khajiit, but making up with the height, with big ears, with big tufts of fur on the top, adding an extra 6 inches to his relatively short frame. Very gaunt, very skinny. Also wearing the potato sack clothing, except it seems like he has grabbed an extra one to kind of drape over his right side as a shawl. Trying to hide, but not really hiding it very well, that he is in fact missing his right arm.
Your name and your character's name?
You can refer to this one as Gislad. And my actual name is Lorne, but you'll never need to know that ever again. I'm just the weird one.
Except for the fan mail.
Oodles.
Don't let it go to your head.
Just loud. Great. Please step to the side. You, countryman.
Osmond Wintergale. Hjalva. It's good to see you again. Bending the knee to these damned Imperials. I'm sure your father be very proud. Bootlicking for the Thalmor, no less.
Listen, we all have bills to pay and families to take care of. I just happen to choose the winning side.
Oh, bet you did. We'll find out soon enough.
And your name?
And I'm John. I'm playing Osmond Wintergale. He is a little over 6 foot, middle-aged Nord. Longish braided, graying hair. He's been around the block a few times. Seen some stuff, but he's smart-mouthed, as you can tell, and is always looking for a fight. So, yeah.
Osmond Wintergale. I'll be grateful to cross that name off the list. Step to the side. And your name?
My name is Lazalia, and I too am dressed in the garb of
Potato sack?
potato sack. I am an elf, a dark elf. So my skin color is a little ashen. I have red eyes, and I've got some war paint on currently. I think that's it. And my name is Sandra.
Lazalia. All right. That's the last of our list. I suppose we'll get on with the business of the day.
What a glorious day it is.
And
This one is willing to offer his right limb as payment instead.
Pokes at the potato sack.
what a generous offer that is. But I'm afraid we cannot accept.
I paid in advance and everything.
It is at this point the camera is going to do something that is not the view of any of you. I just want you to place yourselves in the shoes of the man who stood before you, the man named Lohikarmi. What you see next is his perspective and what you imagine your perspective would be as you move up to the chopping block.
I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland. Follow the captain, prisoner.
He says to Lohikarmi.
Ulfric Stormfolk. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines.
9.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn.
As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. And you say the same.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Nord and the Rags.
Aren't we all in ranks?
There it is
We're
again.
not Nords.
Did you hear that?
I
hearing
said,
that
next,
too?
prisoner.
To the block,
Chickens?
prisoner. Nice and easy.
So as I said, this is the perspective of Lohikarmi.
Oblivion is that?
Sentry. What do you
Talos.
see?
Talos save us.
Frozen in fear for a moment, the powerful shout from the dragon wakes you from your stupor. Lohikarmi stands up. Eventually. He turns to you and says, "We've got to get out of here."
Get to the tower!
Run! Run!
This lad kind of like casually walks behind you guys, like, run,
Yarl,
flee.
what is that thing?
Ah.
The legends be true. Legends don't burn down villages.
So, you've made it into the tower, you've a moment of safety.
We need
But-
to move now.
And I grab Ulfric by the those crossbelts, and I'm like, let's move.
Very good. So,
Is the thing happening? With the...
yes, please describe.
So, as the dragon shows up, Erin doesn't notice, but what you all see is her right eye goes milky white, and she gets these white, sort of almost scratch marks or writing on her face, one shorter one on her forehead and one longer one along her jaw. But she doesn't seem to notice.
They almost seem to flicker with the noises of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Greater when the noise is stronger, and lesser when the noise is quieter.
That's cool.
What's cool?
Talk later. Right.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
We need to find some weapons.
There are none in this room, but Lohikarmi starts leading you up the stairs.
Is that Lohikarmi now?
It's-
Or are we still-
That's a different Stormcloak.
Okay.
Just as we're walking, because all our hands are bound, right?
Yes.
And I kind of imagine mine like wrapped around my torso.
Yeah.
I'll start wiggling my fingers, and I will attempt to cast Mage Hand.
Okay, to...
Start untying my bounds with the Mage Hand.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a... an escape check. You could call that athletics.
Okay, just athletics
What
then?
about thievery?
Or thievery. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Sure, I'll take thievery.
You get me, I get you.
Sure.
I'm already going over to that torch on the wall there. I assume they're made of rope,
Yes.
and just like trying to burn them apart.
Okay.
11.
11. Yeah, with the 11, with your skill with Mage Hand and like binding a wrist to a waist isn't a very effective method. You manage to free yourself. Osmond burns his ropes clean off, all the while burning himself. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Heck yeah.
We're trying to get each other's, like, one and then one.
Okay. One of you make the escape check. One of you make an aid check to help the other.
Okay, I'll make aid.
Um,
I'll try and help you.
So that's athletics or thievery.
Once I'm done unbinding myself, I'm gonna grab one hand of Ulfric and be like, I need you. I have questions for you about my son. You're gonna tell me where he is, and we're gonna get out of it alive so you can.
Alright, the situation's a little bit too tense right now. Everything's moving very quickly. You just burnt it off. He took his off. You two are helping each other.
22.
22. So you get yours off,
My aid is 8 plus what?
plus the same skill.
Which you're doing thievery? So 10 total.
Okay, that is enough to help. You were good enough on your own, but you get free, and then with free hands, you're able to release her easily. So, over the course of about 6 seconds, everyone has freed their hands. Lohikam is leading you all up the stairs. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so you follow him up the stairs. He's running and leading the way. And just as you reach the top, just the moment before the dragon breaks through the wall, he sort of like perks up. He turns back to you and says, "Stop." Whichever one of you is at the front of the pack, I imagine Osmond. You're right behind him. He pushes you back down the stairs. You stumble 2 or 3 steps down and you fall on your temporary newfound allies for balance. Lohikarm is entirely roasted by the flames, his body turning to ash in mere moments. He is little more than an ashen corpse, at the top of the steps.
Think you're going?
The dragon turns and flies away, and as you look down at his ashen corpse, strange, shimmering ribbons of light erupt from his body, twisting and turning through the air with the sound of low rolling thunder. As they twist through the air, one light seems to find its way to each of you and plant into the center of your chest. The lights go dark, and the sound goes silent, aside from the sound of the rampaging chaos outside.
Later. And you see just bring a book for the hole and jump out.
So you come right up, you see that there's a building over there. It's about a 10-foot leap.
On the other side. Jump.
You make it, but I'm going to give every one of you 2 points of falling damage.
I take 1 because of my Khajiit heritage.
So you leap clean across.
And when I get to the other side, I kind of wanted to try to help catch people as they come down.
Absolutely. I'll say you were probably the first to go across. You've got the least hesitation when it comes to jumping.
Mm-hmm.
So on the other side, you're helping everyone land. It's still 2 points of bludgeoning damage to each of you, but you make the transition more easily. You find yourselves in the top of a ruined inn. Dragon still flying about, causing chaos.
Down the stairs.
There are no stairs.
Through the hole.
Through the hole. You carefully jump down. You avoid any significant damage.
Start helping other people down as well.
Absolutely. You help the remainder down. Stepping outside, this is the scene you're greeted with.
Go to the tower over there. Or maybe don't.
Why would we want to go to the tower? Why don't we leave?
Well, how do we get out of here?
This Imperial soldier calls out to you. He says, "Come, follow me. I'll get you out of here."
Screw you, Alva. I'm not trusting you again.
It's me or nothing.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm going with the person who knows what's going on here. Or how to live.
This one follows.
We can overpower him, don't worry.
Stay close to the wall.
Dragon lands right on top of you.
Put my back to the wall.
Yes.
Follow me.
While we're running,
Yes.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Very good. As you do, a shimmering, stoic set of armor forms around you, protecting you, hopefully, from the terror that lies before you.
It's helpful.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
Why are you using fireballs on a dragon, you idiots?
See any weapons around? Are you laying on the ground?
You may, but you're moving too fast. You're hurried along by this one.
We're escaping, Ezra. You're not stopping us this time.
There's a door over there.
That dragon takes
Yeah,
you
go
all
to
to
the door.
Sovngarde.
There are 2 doors. It seems the Stormcloak soldier and the Imperial soldier are arguing. Stormcloak says, "We're escaping and you're not going to stop us." He says, "I'm not trying to stop you. I'm helping people out." And the 2 of them run their separate ways.
Oh dear.
Do you follow the Imperial or do you follow the Stormcloak?
The Imperial is just trying to execute us, and the other one wasn't.
I mean, the Imperial knows where to go, though, to get out of here.
This is a town, not an Imperial fort. And Osmond just starts booking it with the Stormcloak.
All right.
They tried to kill us.
Okay.
Very well.
And I will instinctively go to grab your wrist to pull you around, and you just see a ghostly hand kind of grab you, and I start running away, and it just stays there. Come!
Rayloff ushers you inside the keep. He closes the heavy doors behind you, and you feel, if not a moment of peace, a moment of tentative security.
I'm going to start,
Sovngarde.
I don't care. I'm going to start looking around.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Is
That
there only
thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The
No,
harbingers of
nothing
the
like
end
legends.
times. We better get moving.
For you.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
We all just look down and we're like, huh?
Thanks, we're good.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
May as well take
Right.
Gungar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
So he gestures to Gungar and says, take his gear.
That
We'll need
armor
everything we
Gungar
can
isn't
to help
doing
us
him
out of
any
here.
good.
On his person is an iron war axe, stormcloak, cuirass, and fur boots. You can treat the stormcloak cuirass as fur.
So...
Is there anyone who's going to wear this armor?
I will.
Okay. You want to just pop on fur incomplete. And who's taking the war axe?
I have no use
This
for...
one has no use for weapons.
I mean, if we can find a dagger, that would be great for me.
Yeah.
But I kind of just wiggle my fingers and cast prestidigitation, making little sparkles. I'm okay without it.
As you do, your fingers elongate to sort of sharpened points momentarily.
And she just sort of like puts it behind her back and starts palming her nails and fidgeting a little bit.
At this point, just Lad goes from like kind of like semi-paying attention, just like, never be afraid to show off your magic.
Be a bit louder there.
Never be afraid. Show it.
Osmond, how about you take the...
And I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
thinking that you need to.
And Osmond, right?
Osmond.
I mage hand up the axe and go, yeah. Just like kind of gesture to you. And then
Not that I usually like, but he swings it and he seems to like relatively know what
understand
to
how
do.
to use it.
Alright. So, his body looted, his last rites given to him by Ralof. You look about the room to see if there's anything else
Get that
useful.
armor on.
There's a broom,
Get that axe a few swings.
and a
I'm
couple
going to
mugs.
See if I can find some way out.
and that seems to be about it.
Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate.
Do the potato sacks have a sash on them?
A very loose, sort of like jute twine string around the waist.
I undo it, take one of the cups, and just put it along to the back and say, this might be useful later on.
Fair enough.
cup is a cup.
Yes, a cup is a cup.
Damn. No way to open this from outside.
So you brought us into a room that you don't know anything about.
I mean, he doesn't know anything about this area at all.
Take cover.
He calls out, the Imperials are coming.
I duck to the side.
Yep. I get, like, further back, you know.
For the sons of Skyrim.
They come out, swords drawn, aggressive.
Up.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit!
You're doing great today.
First next round.
It's the same roll.
We'll do without the grid, John, if you want to. Hold on just a sec.
So, to explain to those at home, when we actually go into battle grids, this is the setup we're going to be doing. So we have a top-down view to see where we're going.
Do you want to grab the medium scale?
Our good friend John gets to be the master of the battlefield.
Yes. Alright, initiatives, please and thank you.
12.
7.
14.
That is an even 18.
Okay. 7 for the slot. Okay. So, at the top of the round is the captain who stepped through first.
Do we want to get everybody on the board?
Yes, please. We'll call that number 1. That number 2. We'll put a 3 on Ralof over there. He is an ally. And then arrange the party over there, please.
No. Use the map ones.
From the bottom. So, the colors may not show through to the audience as well as we might hope. Lazalia is red, Osmond is green, Jaslad is yellow, and Heruian is blue. You should hopefully be able to see them in the center of the screen there. Top of the round is the captain, that's number 1. She steps forward, and actually she's going to step over to Ralof, who is the most well-equipped at the moment, and take an attack at him.
John. 1 to 3.
With a 20, she hits him, and her dagger it goes right through the gambeson of his armor and deals 4 points of damage to him. He sort of groans in pain as she pulls the short sword out and goes for another stab. This one does not pierce his armor. He's able to sort of catch her hand with his free hand and stop the blade from going in a second time. Next will be Osmond.
Osmond's going to approach the captain over here, and while she's focused on him, just swing that axe
Excellent.
side of her neck.
Very good. She is flat-footed with your positioning. Your flanking.
Excellent. 16 to hit.
A 16 is not going to break their hard Imperial armor. They've got steel plates everywhere, and you just bounce right off.
I'm going to try to take the axe and put it over her head and
Okay.
not choke her, but restrain her while Roloff can just give her in the guts.
Okay. Make an attack check to grab.
17.
17, unfortunately not. She sees you coming, and she sort of dodges forward. She doesn't see you coming. She hears you coming after the first strike, sort of dodges forward a bit, and you just sort of glance off the top of her head trying to get the handle over. That's all 3 actions for you.
Yep.
Up next is going to be number 2, who's going to follow in your tactics, get behind you for flanking, and make 2 attacks. The first one is a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Excellent. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage as you get stabbed in the back. Completely exposed. The second attack they're going to make is 19 to hit.
That's all it's going to hit.
Yeah, so right back in the same spot, the newly punched hole in your armor, digs in deeper, twists the blade for another 6 points of piercing damage.
Not great.
Blood is running out your back and straight down your right leg as you're standing sort of limply in position. Next up is going to be Lazalia.
I am going to. The only thing I can see to grab is I'm gonna run back for the broom.
Alright, that's your movement, or 1 action.
Now I can't move anymore, can I? Is that my whole?
That's about your whole movement there, roughly. No, well, it's 2/3 of your movement.
Okay. I am going to run up to.
You're grabbing the broom?
Yeah.
So that's action 2.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to just kind of go back to where I was and just be ready with a broom against swords.
So you're going here?
Yes,
Okay.
because that's as far as I can get.
Alright,
Break the end off.
prepped and ready.
Make it pointy.
Next is Erwin.
I can maybe reach, right?
I am going to just go oh shit, I really hope this works. And just look at my hands, and my eye and the white marks are going to flash, and my hands are going to kind of go a little bit scaly, elongate, and get sharp and pointy. Okay. And then I'm going to go here, John. Perfect.
Conga line.
A conga line of death.
And then, as I cast that, I also get scaly patches all over myself. Get kind of a snout, get kind of scaly everywhere.
Very good.
So that's 2, and then my third one is going to be 2 better. Make an attack at number 2
Very good.
with my claws. That's 3 plus 5 is 8.
No, you are still somewhat unpracticed with these things. You swing loosely, but you haven't got the power needed to break through their armor.
Crap, okay. And I just sort of extend my claws forward and like, don't hit me.
Just keep the pointy between you and them. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Next up is Jaslad.
All right. Jaslad is going to move. Move up to here, up and around. And as Jaslad's walking, you'll see the mage hand on his right side shift as I will cast Shield to hold up and have a spectral shield in front of me, holding it with my nub as it just floats there. So one action to cast Shield, one action to move, and then with my third action, I just look at everyone and like, come on, fuck them up! And I'll cast Inspire Courage. Everyone gets a +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and +1 against fear saves.
Very good. As everyone is marking that down, we're going to loop back around to the captain. She is not digging the positioning right now. What she's actually going to do is spin about on her axis and try to plunge her blade into Osmond's stomach for a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage, right in the gut.
Osmond's gonna go down like a ton of bricks.
Okay. So Osmond just drops like a sack of potatoes, hits the ground. Seeing the newfound advantage in her position, seeing the less armored Jaslad just a mere step in front of her, she's going to sort of twirl her blade about and go for a jab in your direction. That'll be a 16 to hit.
She move?
No, she's staying there because he's within...
No.
Oh, no, I'm mistaken. She does have to step forward. She's actually going to wheel around back, kind of there. And then make a stab at your back. 16, you said missed. So you see this coming, and you just sort of like reposition your nub to shield your back, and her stab glances off of it with no effect. That's all 3 of her actions. Back to Osmond. We need your first dying save.
I'm not even out of the first tutorial. Is flat.
Yes.
Just flat 10.
10. Okay, so you fail. You increase to dying 2. If he reaches dying 4, he's done.
10 is...
It's 10 plus your dying value that you have to meet.
Oh no!
You needed an
You're
11.
dying 1.
Oh!
Yeah. So now you're at dying 2. You need a 12 next time to not die more. Then is going to be number 2. He is not loving this positioning either, so he's going to take a quick stab at Jaslad as well, seeing now that he's flanked. Oh, actually, did you factor in your -2 flat-footed? Okay. So he's going to take a couple quick stabs at you before he repositions. First one is an 18 to hit.
Is that with -2?
The -2 is on your side.
Okay. Then that meets.
Okay. So with the 18, you've just shifted your shield around to the back, and he comes at you from the front. 6 points of piercing damage as he gets right into your gut. You feel it scrape against one of your ribs before he retracts and goes for another strike. That will be an 18 to hit again.
That hits.
That'll be 10 points of piercing
I
damage.
will use my reaction to shift the shield and absorb some of the damage, shield blocking it, reducing it by 5.
Excellent. So after the first one, you're like, right, okay, guy in front of me, got it. Shift the shield around and it absorbs the blow, redirects it until it just sort of glances against your hip. So you reduce the damage by half.
Oh, I don't reduce it. The shield takes up 5, has 5 hardness.
Yes.
So it takes 5.
So you take 5 points of damage instead as it sort of grazes your hip. And he sort of curses, he mumbles, and then he sort of, he pushes through between the two of you to get side to side with his commander, sort of forming a little bit of a shield wall.
Is Roloff, is he...
Where is Roloff in the...
That's a good question. I didn't even give him a turn.
Nope.
Nope.
So
He's just sort of been like, let's see what they can do.
he was caught off guard a little bit. He's going to move up here to flank number 2 diagonally with Jaslad. And then he is going to strike out at number 2.
So he goes before Lizalia?
Yes. Because I forgot him, that's where he goes. He gets 2 hits in and does 12 points of damage to the captain's assistant. Just absolutely obliterating his back. And he's sort of, he's like off balance, stumbled about, like looking over his shoulder and looking forward, kind of regretting his positioning. Next will be Lazalia.
So, like, I am going to run up to Osmond, and I am going to drop the broom, grab the axe.
And finish me off?
No. Do I have enough to get on the other side of Osmond from where I was?
Yeah, you could push through to like this spot right here.
Yes.
Getting diagonal through.
In.
Yeah.
Like,
A little bit more
right
in?
between them. No.
No. You're there.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
So you can get right there. They're sort of like looming over you, but you're just like, pick up the axe.
And I am gonna swing it as hard as I can at number 2.
All right, let's see your attack roll.
Husband.
Finish the job. Send me the Talos.
That will be blah blah blah. I can't add all of a sudden. 14. No, 13.
Do you add an extra one because of my bardic inspiration?
14.
14 total? Unfortunately not. He is flanked, he's thrown off guard, he's injured, but you're not used to swinging axes like this. You swing it laterally and it just bounces off of his armor. You didn't get the power.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
That was all 3 of your actions.
Was it all 3?
Move,
Move.
pick up, swing.
Move. Oh shoot.
Move, pick up.
Okay, yep, that's it.
Adrian.
Shoot.
Adrian is going to go shit and look over at our dying,
Please help.
angsty person. And I just actually, 30 feet, perfect. So I look at him and just sort of extend my hand out and just like stabilize. And I cast stabilize. Just like push down. Just hold it together, man.
So that puts him to 0.
0 hit points. He
But-
remains unconscious, but he loses the dying condition.
So you gain wounded 1. Perfect.
And then I'm going to look at number 1 and 2 and just go like, hey, and cast shield on myself. I still have my claws.
Very good. Just Slod is next.
This one specifically said, fuck them up. And as Gislad lets out a long, drawn-out sigh, you see the air around Osmond kind of lift him up ever so slightly as I cast Soothe on you.
What do?
Soothe will heal him for 1d10 plus 4.
Also, point of order, the scales have gone away.
Good to know.
So Osmond, you have 9 hit points now.
Excellent.
And then for my last action, I will pirouette, like combat is not even an issue right now. Just look Osmond dead in the eye and this one specifically said fuck them up, not you.
I'm a little bit rusty, okay?
As I
I've done
cast
this in 20 years.
as I once again use Inspire Courage.
Very good.
So everyone now continually gets another +1 to attack, damage rolls, and saving against fear.
Saves from fear. Okay.
All right. As we loop around to the captain, Captain says, sort of looks to her severely wounded ally, and sort of looks back at the rest of you, and sort of still holding her sword, puts the other hand up and says, "Why don't we let bygones be bygones? We didn't see you, you didn't see us." And sort of just like
Osmond is in no position to bargain.
Yeah, just laying on the ground, gurgling on your own blood.
Yeah, just cool.
Get up. And Gislad will go and help Osmond up off the ground.
Well, how do you react to her offer of truce?
We take it.
I'm
Go. And you'll see Gislad kind of like gesture like, go away. Go.
All right, number 2 says, "Oh, thank the divines," and he just like clutches at his open wound and like hobbles over to the chair to start trying to bandage himself up. Do you want to clear the board?
Don't waste it on them.
Now, just for tidying things up purposes. Oh, they don't appear to want to go.
I don't want to go.
You down to break of a...
You don't want to die. Ever wonder you're accidentally clicking the armor instead of them?
Could be.
Maybe one of these Imperials had the key.
There's a few more on there.
Well, let's see here.
So, as the offer of truce goes through, the other one goes and sits down. She says, "Here. You didn't get this from me. Just get the hell out of here."
I go over with my claws and just sort of like...
I will walk over to the injured guard and be like, and see him trying to bandage himself up. Is he like doing a decent job, or is he like really fucking it up?
I mean, basic battlefield wound tending. He just gets some balled up cotton, essentially pads the area, and just like tries to tuck it in as tightly as he can.
Hey, trade. I help. You give me sword.
But it'll come out of my pay if I lose my weapon.
We have to worry about a lot less than pay if he doesn't fix you.
He looks to the captain, and she just sort of like looks away.
I'll go, and I'm not going to use magic. I'll just attempt a basic medicine check to try to like help bind him up for him.
Okay.
But I will make it look flashy because I'll be using a mage hand. Ooh, fancy. I'll see if that helps.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be a 17 total then.
Yeah, you do a pretty decent job. With your one hand, you do better than he could with 2. And he's like, he was breathing pretty heavy. He's like, okay, thank you. You didn't get this from me. And he like shakily hands his sword over and like glances back and forth at the captain.
This one doesn't mean to be rude, but you have a smaller one.
No.
And Osmond holds out his hand and takes the sword. Looks a little bit more natural.
Very good.
Come on, let's get out of here.
All right, let's go.
So, Rayloff guides you to the door. You use the key and open it up.
Hold the power down on our heads.
I
I
take
hear that.
the torch off of the wall
Very good.
and take it down with us so that we have light.
It helps to light the way, absolutely.
I
Heading down the stairs.
sort of like away from your eyes.
You see Gislad kind of like try to shield his eyes as you go down.
This entire place is going to come down on us if we don't get out of here.
That dragon doesn't give peace.
Grab everything important and let's move. Dragon's burning everything to the ground.
Wonderful.
Just need to gather some more potions.
Stepping into what appears to be some sort of storage or break room, you find a few more Imperial guards. They turn to you and say, "What the hell are you doing down here?"
Don't worry about it.
Make an intimidation check.
13.
13?
Can I assist him with this?
You may.
Cool.
I want to hear what you say, though.
As I gesture to my...
15
That's a 22!
All right, you assist the hell out of that.
I get to use my performance
Oh, nice.
as a bard.
You assist the hell out of that, and he sort of like, he looks at Osmond, he looks at like,
Just that is also looking pretty rough at this
And then I'm
point
gonna
in
use
time.
prestidigitation to make it look like it's...
I'll help with the prestidigitation on that one.
yeah, go ahead, you're no danger to us.
Quickly now, go, go, go.
We will have to
Off with the heads.
Mark them.
To get past them?
Yep. Is that a red potion I see on the table there?
it sure is, but they're like watching you like hawks, like, go on, get the hell out of here.
I'm gonna kick this door
Let's
open.
get moving.
Boom.
Okay.
This one can't believe it worked.
Be quiet about it lest they come looking for us.
Oh god.
Heading down, you find a battle already in progress between a Stormcloak and what appears to be some Imperials.
We appear to be on the side of the Stormcloaks, so...
We'll go ahead and get a new initiative real quick.
Hey!
Much better. 19.
19.
Much better.
18.
11.
18.
Alright.
20.
20. Nice.
Oh, also by this point, I'm assuming that my
Shing, shing,
finger pokies have disapparated. They only last a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Alright.
No,
The first thing you see as you round the corner is this hooded figure shooting lightning from his fingertips across the room, and like, holy fuck.
Nonsense for witches.
Oh, I guess I have cast that, haven't I?
Looks like it's going to be fairly tight quarters in here.
An intimate battle. Medium or short?
Go with short.
Or
So, the players are all just at the bottom of the stairs here. The rest of the parties have all gathered in and around the center of the room on the top of the blood pile.
and we also still have what's his newbies.
Yes, Rayloff is accounted for this time.
Okay.
So, the arcs of lightning are going across from the guy on the left here up to the Stormcloak furthest away. As she sort of like tenses up and like. Next up is going to be Lasagna.
Sorry, that was that Stormcloak was 5s?
One was first. It's the lightning going across.
Because they're facing that way, can I sneak across?
You may roll a stealth check to remain hidden as you sort of like creep across as quietly as possible, as they are not generally facing you.
And then I can't, because I have sneaky, I can move an extra 5 feet.
Okay, so let's get your stealth check.
Where is your final destination?
I want, can you move your arm? I actually want to end up over here.
Okay, yeah, you can creep around the pole and get behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I want to be
absolutely.
behind him. And I probably need to be a little bit closer to hit.
That's okay, it's clear enough.
Okay. And stealth is... Sorry. Okay, it is 17.
Okay, with that, he doesn't detect you, but just a point of order, because he's flanked, he's flat-footed, you would get your sneak attack regardless. Due to your excellent positioning between him and an ally. Or he's between you and an ally. The Stormcloak's on your team.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna hope that I can make this axe work. I want daggers, but I've got an axe. And I'm gonna swing at his midsection.
Very good.
That would not likely work. That is an 8.
No, unfortunately not. This axe is just... It is not what you were built for. It's not what you're comfortable with. You give him a lateral swipe and you misjudge the distance. The handle's a bit shorter than you thought it was. And you just whiff right behind him. That's all 3 actions.
It is.
Next is Riverwood.
How is that 3 actions?
Stealth, move, swipe.
Oh, stealth.
Can I see the number 1, the caster, from where I'm at? A little bit back further on the stairs?
Yeah, you've got like a little bit of cover, but you can see him fairly well.
Wonderful! I am going to cast. Ray of Frost. And just be like. I'm just gonna point at him and say, Frost! And it's gonna shoot out from my finger to a person within range. Make a spell attack roll. Okay. Natural 20.
What's the total?
First of the campaign.
So the total will be 27.
Okay, that isn't. With the 20, it is a critical hit.
Okay. So it's a critical success?
Yes.
So the target is also going to have its speed reduced by 10 feet
Okay.
for
one
one round. And then that is going to be 1d4. 1d4. What's my spell modifier? Plus 4.
So D4 plus 4.
Yep.
Jump.
14.
14.
Because we do include the modifier.
Your whole total gets doubled.
Okay, yeah, so that's 14 points of burr damage.
Damn. With that, you hit him, and like his entire arm gets frosty and crunchy, and he just like slowly like is able to wrench and move it, but it's like blackening with frost.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's 2 actions.
It's 2 actions, and then I'm going to cast Shield on myself to make sure that I have a shimmery barrier.
Very good. Next is going to be Osmond.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay, first I'm going to designate number 2 my hunted prey.
Okay.
That has some effects to it. And then I'm just going to, real pissed off looking, just trudge over to him, take the sword, and just ram it through his back.
Yeah, go for it.
Or try to.
Looks like you have flat-footed at this point.
Yes, so I will, flat-footed because I'm between him and 5. 19 plus 8 is a 27 to hit.
27 is a critical hit.
Number 2,
That blood
also
was
doing 14 points of damage.
really
As
pretty.
Osmond goes, like, grabs his neck and just, ah!
Yeah, he like if you could see his face, it's. He is not doing great. Is that all 3 actions?
Yes, because hunt prey is designated as.
Yeah. Very good. Next is going to be Relof's turn. He is just going to. Where did our laser go? Thank you. He's just going to charge right in towards the hooded figure, blade drawn, and just try to run into him with full speed, full might, blade
John,
right in the center of mass.
here. Yeah.
And boom, he hits him, and just like the blade goes right clean through him all the way to the hilt, and with the force of his impact, Ralof takes him right to the ground, knocking over the bucket that clatters to the ground, and he just sort of like kicks off of his chest, pulls the blade out, and sort of like hefts it in the air like, yeah, we've got this!
So one is dead.
Toast.
Yes, 1 is dead. And then the Stormcloak opposite number 2 is going to take his blade and heft it forward in a slashing strike at the neck. He hits. And he too, you've just like grabbed his neck and stabbed him in the back. As you sort of are just releasing, he comes in with a rapid strike to the neck and like buries it. It embeds between a couple vertebrae, and then he just sort of like twists and wrenches it out as he drops to the ground. Combat is over.
Oh,
Teamwork.
wonderful.
gotta do some killing cleanup.
Well, that went better.
Yeah. I'm
Just a
glad.
little rusty after all these years.
I'm.
Was Yarl Ulrich with you?
Zaya. And I'll use Mage Hand to pick up that dagger that the wizard was holding
No, I haven't seen
and just
it since
drift it towards you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a steel dagger.
Yes.
You were looking for.
Looks like there's something in this cage.
All right.
It's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. We might need that gold once we get out. Grab
Need the
anything
gold. Need the
useful on that
potion. Hey, Mage Hand.
I got no luck. This one has no luck picks.
But can you just reach through and grab the thing?
Oh, yeah. I'll just put the Mage Hand in, just scoop up the book, the gold coins, the potion, and just
Absolutely.
hold it in.
So you get 4 gold.
I need to write this.
I forgot to mention for general looting, I'll give you guys a list afterwards that we can deal with in the fireside chat. But for like visibly important stuff, we'll manually add it so it's ready to go.
Oh, so like for instance, like you'll just send this list at the end of the day, like you got this much gold, you got this much stuff.
But like potions and weapons, you guys need that immediately.
So essentially, if you're equipping it right away, write it down.
Exactly. So we have a potion of minor magicka.
I'm not sure what that does, but I will take it.
Okay. Tome of Sparks. It's a spell tome.
Do you want me on potion duty again?
She took it specifically,
Okay.
and I said the rest of it I'll send to you guys after.
Okay.
So we'll just
It's a
take that.
potion of minor magicka, yes.
And the mage himself has 25 gold in his pocket.
I'll actually use Mage Hand, like from the other side, and start undoing like the clasps and stuff of his outfit, and slowly derobe him.
Okay, I mean he's close enough to the bars.
Yeah, but I'm using the Mage Hand to like reach in and like undo the belt and make sure it all comes out. And then as it's in the cage, I'll use Mage Hand to fold it up nicely and then bring it through the bars for me.
Absolutely magnificent. So that's 25 more gold, total 29.
You want to write down gold then, because we're gonna be using it right away.
You actually won't be, but I'll take care of it. I've got it here.
You'll take care of it. Okay.
Yeah. 2 potions of minor magicka.
I will take another one.
And I'll take one.
Okay.
Okay. And are you putting his clothing on?
I look at everyone. This one doubts we have time, but when we stop, I will just kind of like tuck it into the belt loop and like, I'm going to get changed.
Okay.
Just run.
So it's ready for later.
Good idea. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a sharp pointy.
Looking around.
There was a mace.
There's a mace on the ground with him.
No, thank you.
Looking over here, there's a mace on the wall. There's a shield.
That won't help me.
An iron dagger.
I will take the iron dagger.
Very good. And 2 lockpicks.
I will also take the lockpicks.
At this point, just lad will pick up the shield. Anyone can use. And
Does anybody want the shield?
you can literally anyone. Fun fact: any class can use it.
I'll take the shield.
Very good.
You can't use the shield block reaction, but you can, as an action, hold the shield up.
Giving yourself AC.
Yep.
Are you checking the bodies?
Yeah, let's go.
There's a backpack. I'm gonna grab the backpack on our way out.
There's
Was
another
that-
dagger. I want that.
Is that dagger better?
It's iron dagger.
I have 1 dagger. I'm good.
Yeah, so you take 2 daggers. You have 2 daggers, and so
You
take
have
the
1
next.
steel, 1 iron. They're going to be different.
As you're walking, I guess you go through the bag.
I'm not gonna go through the bag. I'm just grabbing the bag and the book and like shoving the book into the bag, and we'll deal with it later.
Okay. Moving on.
Do we need to know what was in the bag? Because I am taking the bag with us.
I'll come back later.
Okay.
I've written it down.
Okay.
So continuing up down, you see sort of a long hallway full of cells. You're sort of frantically moving forward with Rayloff, trying to find a way out. And as you turn the corner, down some more stairs, you see more bodies in cages,
This way.
This place.
and there appears to be a tunnel through the broken wall.
I think we'll stick together, Dad.
You've got Rayloff and 3 other Stormcloaks with you. That's a full party of 8 right now.
This place is evil. I don't like it.
Agreed.
This is the reach of the Empire. This is what they do.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
We're not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to pull back.
So, in this larger chamber, you hear the dragon roaring overhead, and you hear the chatter of a few Imperial soldiers.
Idea. Let the big ones run in like idiots. We
Yeah. It's not my battle. I'm either side doesn't matter to me.
If you don't choose a side, they'll choose it for you.
Yes, and I
Perfect. They're both idiots.
I want out of here.
Yeah.
By the way, has it been about 10 minutes since the first fight?
I'd say closer to 5.
Okay.
Things are happening pretty quickly.
Okay, just making sure, because my shield's not up. I can't use shield again yet.
Yes. So continuing forward, you let the Stormcloaks go first. You charge in with them.
I'm gonna... That guy there, that first guy there, I'm gonna designate him my hunted prey.
Okay.
And I will let the Stormcloaks go first, and as they start charging in, I'll go, yeah, get them! And I'll cast Inspire Courage.
Very good.
On them as they run?
Yeah. Oh, everyone.
On everyone,
it's
but...
all allies within 30 feet of me.
So as the 4 of them, and shortly thereafter the 4 of you charge in, they draw their weapons, and then the captain yells, stand down, stand down! They've got us outnumbered. And they sort of form up into a tight protective circle in the center of the room. How do you react?
When no
I
position...
see this as an absolute success. I just keep walking past them.
I just kind of like have my sword like pointed at them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready with my daggers.
Yes, my dagger is definitely out, and I'm just like not casting anything, but on what is that? Just on like the verge, like just like pre-magic motions.
That stuff on the ground. May I make a knowledge? I have alchemy crafting as my first level feat. May I make a knowledge crafting check to determine what is on the floor?
Are you trained in that?
I'm trained in crafting alchemy.
Okay, then yes.
And as I assume some type of
It's purple.
6.
You're like,
He's pretty.
smells chemically.
Avoid.
So, leading the party sort of around the fluorescent puddle,
Ooze.
you continue on with Rayloff,
I
heading
guess
up and through the tunnel.
I still have the
The torch.
torch.
Yes.
Let's see where this goes.
Might as well. Let's go.
I'm gonna kick that lever forward.
Slam.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Continuing forward.
Water. I go to the stream and just kind of like dunk my head in for a moment.
I
Kind of
assume,
shower
like-
off. Like the actual like waterfall.
Yeah. It's refreshing. You feel you're not entirely out of danger yet, but your heart rate slows a little bit. You have a moment to breathe.
We need to get out quickly.
I
I'm gonna come up behind
cats
you
will
while
faint
you're
water.
while you were under the waterfall. I come up behind you and just go. You've got a bit of, and I just sort of like scrub the back of your head to get the gunk that was there from the person who attacked you from behind. So I just sort of like scrub it out.
Left or right?
As I slowly run my hand, I
Right.
will cast Prestidigitation just like, and like this dirt just rips off.
I have that too, and could have. I'm sorry that I pushed boundaries.
No. It's fine.
I swipe that sack of coins on the...
Very good.
I look at the lantern and go,
This way.
that will be better in the wet place, and I light it, and now I take the lantern instead.
Very good. Continuing onward, you've got your loose burning candles. Spider webs. Spring
Do
up
we
all
want
around.
to change our route?
Hold on. We see the spiders up ahead?
Yeah, you see 2 spiders on the ground. And they're sort of...
Everyone, I just sort of like twiddle my fingers and like fire kind of starts licking them. I have fire. If we attract them to us at the front, I can like maybe burn them to death.
No. Shh. You see all the webbing?
I mean, yeah, but I don't have. It's just like it. It's really weird. I sneezed one time after eating something spicy, and it just sort of like.
Okay, we'll use that.
So, like, bring them. I go in front and. Yes? Sure?
I'm gonna designate one of those spiders my hunted prey. The biggest one.
That bitch in particular.
Left or right?
Right.
Very good. So
Yes, along right.
stepping forward, Rayloff holds back for a moment.
I'm gonna like clank my daggers together.
Menacingly, clack, clack.
No, like really loud, trying to get their attention.
To try and get their attention as I.
Alright, so Rayloff holds back so that he doesn't anger the spiders as you're like walking forward tentatively with your hands at the ready.
Yeah.
May I make a animal handling check to be like, here, kitty, kitty. Come
Well, she is taking the lead on this situation.
Okay.
We're just going to see what she has first.
So I'm gonna, like, try and call them to us.
Okay.
And are they in the position that they're in now? Like, as they're coming towards us?
They sort of, these two stand back and they make chittering noises at you and like, you know, get big. They lift up their front four legs and sort of like wave them around, trying to scare you away.
Okay, I need them to come over here.
That's why I was doing the here, kitty, kitty.
Okay, go ahead and try.
Is that nature?
And as they start getting close, I'm like, you got this.
Or
You got
survival?
this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
So I'm getting inspiration from
I'm inspiring everyone as it gets as they click clack get closer.
Perfect.
Nature command animal.
Okay. 14.
14.
15 if it's my hunted prey one.
Okay, you managed to call your hunted prey over. The other one is less enticed by your movements, but something about your connection to it calls it forward.
So I'm gonna step, if there's only the one coming, I'm gonna step in a little bit so that I can get, because it's a 15-foot cone.
Yes.
So I'm gonna step in to meet it and then cast my spell if I can.
Okay, absolutely.
So I'm gonna just get my hands and just go rub them together, fire, and just breathe out in a cone. I don't understand. It's, yeah, reflex save.
Reflex. Very good.
Por favor.
19.
Both of them?
It's just the one that came over.
No, I wanted to try and get up so that I
The
can
other
get
one
them
is
both.
30 feet back.
Balls. That is unfortunate and not at all what I wanted. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. Well,
In my experience, there's always the bigger fish.
well, there's flame going everywhere, so I'm sure that it'll catch, because it's a cone, it'll probably catch some of the stuff on the ceiling as well.
Okay.
And 2d6, you said it was only a success, so that does half damage?
Yes.
Okay, so that is going, I rolled an 11.
But you get a +1 because of my bardic inspiration.
So 12, 6 damage, 6 points of fire, ouch.
I'm helping you with numbers.
Excellent. Yeah, so it gets kind of roasted. It dodged backward, but you still catch its front two legs, and it's like steaming lobster sounds.
And then I cast shield.
Yeah, very good. At this point, combat starts.
Oof. I go first next round.
Oh dear. Oh my.
I told you there's always the bigger fish.
I hope you got more of those. I don't think you do. Oh no.
So, you can go ahead and number those spiders 1 through 5. for initiatives.
16.
That's useful. Why the heck would they have this?
That's
and
your
not-
spells. You know how many spells you know?
No, it's not, because when you get this level, you only get 2, not 3.
Initiatives, guys?
I have gotten a 16. And Alicia?
I'm trying to get there. 1 second.
What's your
8.
dex, Lauren?
18.
8.
My dex? My
Just
dexterity is quite good,
8-0.
actually. I 16.
No, just an
You go
8.
first.
Nothing else. The
Just
one in
eight.
front.
8.
Not 18, 8.
Okay, got it.
And not 80.
Lauren and I both got 16, but he's going first. He's got the higher dex.
Okay. So, first is Lazalia. You've got the one spider half roasted. The 2 larger ones just descended from the ceiling, and the smaller ones have run forward at the start of combat.
I am going to be able to see the roasted one, and I am going to. Can I get behind it?
They've got a pretty solid wall of spider there.
Okay, I'm just gonna run up to it with my daggers
Which one?
and the burnt one, whichever one is the burnt one.
Was 3 the burnt one?
Oh, I think you're right. You're right.
Middle one.
Yeah,
Middle
you're
one.
Yep.
And I'm going to take them and I'm going to try to get like into its midsection,
Okay.
which exposes my belly. But I'm going to do that. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That would be a. Oh, I've got the twin fane, right?
I'm 3.
12.
12.
Nothing.
Alright, 12 is not going to get through its hard chitinous armor. So you stab down and just kind of glance off against its rounded legs. You can make another strike.
I'm going to.
Very good.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Nice!
What's our total?
25.
Alright, 20.
No, 20 because it's a 0 now.
Okay,
Because of the multiple attacks.
20 will hit.
Yeah. Okay, good. And I've got both of them, right?
It doesn't make a difference in this situation unless
Okay.
you have things that make a difference.
I don't know. So 1d4.
You put this in your finesse slot, right?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
That would be 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. So after missing the first one, you strike true between 2 of the joints of one of its front legs, and you sort of twist and snap something in there. That joint falls limp, and it sort of like reels back in pain.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah.
We can do this.
Next is Gislad.
Okay, Gislad is going to. Once again, take a big deep breath in and look very serene
Okay.
as I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like slightly shimmering with energy, and I'm just gonna walk out in the middle of combat.
Where are you going?
Just right here in the middle.
Okay.
Just like I don't have a care in the world. Just and I just kind of stand there like
Are you
You're stepping
bardic
between-
inspirationing or
I have no slots left for that. No actions left. 2 actions for Sanctuary.
You're stepping between spider legs like some old commercial of like someone walking through traffic. Everything is crashing behind them, and they're just like.
So yeah, I'm gonna just stand right in the middle like that.
Very well. Osmond.
So I'm gonna wait till this number 3 here kind of rears up and like hisses at me, and I'm just gonna try to jam the point of my sword right in between its open mandibles.
Rock and roll. So that's move and attack.
Right there. 17.
17 will hit.
9 points of damage.
Very good.
I forgot to double my damage. It's 8.
It wasn't a crit.
It
was a crit.
That natural 20. Natural 20 on the die.
Already
It's a
got
crit.
a crit in Pathfinder.
They're not an automatic crit.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 20 is a natural crit, but you can get a critical if you just roll super high. there's two ways of getting a crit. Rolling a 20 on the die, or yeah.
I'll take your 8 damage, and we'll double check that later.
Okay.
9 from you.
And I'm going to try to, since I have one more action, I'm going to try to wrench the thing in there.
Okay.
And see if that...
Go, Osmond, go!
No!
No, Osmond, no.
Damn thing! Ugh. Yeah, it's a 7. That's
Yeah, 7 you can do it. Then it will be the spider's turn. Number 3 in the center that's half on fire and it's been stabbed in the face, or stabbed in the front leg.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Do you want to put number 3 up, please?
Oh, sorry. I just thought you were wanting to move.
The pain it's in for being on fire, sort of the hairs on its face are singeing closer and closer. It sort of rears back in pain and it bumps into the web here. And the whole room is covered in webs here, much more than what was shown on the screen there.
Oh, no.
The web catches, and within moments, the entire room is aflame. I'm gonna get a reflex save from all of you.
15.
It's not high enough. There we go.
This is a 20.
Wait, does your bardic inspiration... Or does
Your bardic inspiration's out at the moment.
24.
No. It only lasts for one round.
Ah!
And I had to do other things this round. Sorry.
8.
Unacceptable.
Okay, so everyone except for Urian succeeds, including Rayloff. You see sort of the fire hit the tinder, so to speak, and everyone except for Urian jumps back into the slightly less webbed area of the cave before the entire room sort of goes whomp and erupts into flame. The spiders, 12 damage, 6 damage to everybody else. The spiders are all coated in flame. Each of their little hairs are singeing closer and closer to their body as they squeal like boiling lobsters and skitter to every sort of faraway corner of the room as the fire rages. It quickly slows to a light simmer in the room with cinders floating through the air. You get the feeling that now is your opportunity to get
Go!
So they've
Which way are we going?
they've gone to the sides. I'm
Booking it out that hole?
yes.
Okay.
on you.
I am limping as I go along. Trying my damnedest.
I look in the exact same boat.
You see light through the left portion of the cave here. Rayloff leads you forward. Come on, let's go!
Okay.
Charging through, you get to a creek here far away from spider webs where you're able to cool down very quickly. There's light, not rainfall, but water dripping down from the top of the cave,
It's so moist
That-
in here.
spraying down from the waterfall.
That potion of minor magic I got earlier, I'm just gonna down it hoping it was a health potion.
It does not heal you.
But you do regain
What do I regain?
one of your spells.
Wonderful.
One spell slot, and that would be like level 1.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Not that you have anything else, but
Yeah, let's
So-
keep going.
taking a deep breath,
Keep yourself healthy.
trying to clear the smell
be
of
fine.
burnt spider webs and hair from your nostrils. You press on.
Before we get too far, though, gaining that spell slot, I'm gonna look at my newfound friend Urian and be. You'll be okay. As I cast Soothe, and you will regain 10 hit points.
Nice. As you're creeping forward, just sort of like trying to recover, trying not to aggravate anything, you see a sleeping bear.
Quiet, everyone. Quiet.
By the way, I'm still shimmering with that energy for about another 10 seconds.
Okay.
By the love of Talos, shimmer quietly.
Should we just back up and go a different way?
What's on the other side of... What's over there?
I think this might be our only way.
That seems like fairly bright light. It may be daylight cascading above the bear. It may be daylight cascading down from over there.
Let's go that way. Avoid the bear as best we can.
I'm going to use prestidigitation and just turn off
Very good.
very quietly.
I'm going to.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna blow on it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna.
Oh, this magic.
Yeah, he just blows.
I'm going to designate the bear my hunted prey, not because I want to kill it, because
Just in
it will
case.
take a negative. Well, not only just in case, it will also take a -2 on its perception checks to discover us.
Also, looking at our group, which one of us looks not the lightest on their feet?
That one is an armor.
I resent that
comment.
comment.
He's in jangly armor.
Look at this one. Look at this one.
Looking.
Got it. And I'll cast guidance on him, giving him a plus. You can get a +1 to that stealth check.
Very good.
Are
Now,
we rolling stealth checks?
are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so something you can do is follow the expert. So, if someone here appears to be more sneaky than the others, you can follow their lead.
I'm very sneaky.
I am also very sneaky.
Are you?
Are any of you untrained in stealth? Okay.
I'm not untrained. I'm trained.
Okay. So, Osmond, particularly for you, while following the expert, you match their tactic or attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to their assistance, you can add your level as proficiency bonus to the check, even if you're untrained. And you gain their proficiency to it. Or their, a circumstance bonus based on their proficiency. Unfortunately, there's nothing extra for trained, or are you expert?
I'm trained.
Okay, so you're just going to get a +1, but every little bit helps.
Better than nothing.
So everybody go ahead and roll your stealth checks.
No, I've got aid.
Yes.
Can I not?
Can we each of us, can we aid the two clunkiest people? So him and Ralph, or whatever his name is? Raloff.
Yes, you can aid them.
That's a +4.
If we succeed.
If you succeed. So go ahead and roll your stealth check to aid them.
18.
So that's going to be a 6.
Okay.
Probably a critical fail.
So you were helping him, you were helping Raloff?
I was helping Raloff.
Okay.
Good, she helped me.
So Raloff doesn't get the help, but he's going to roll his stealth following the expert. Not terribly bad.
So I use guidance from you, +1. Follow the leader, +1.
And aid +4.
So
So
15.
+6.
So 19.
Okay. Because the bear...
You. Roll my own stealth now?
Yes.
A natural 20.
Nice. I didn't hear yours, just lad.
27.
27?
Sorry, 22.
I
Different
got
number.
24.
All right,
So
and you
it'd
did
be
good as well.
19.
Excellent.
25.
So, Raloff is the loudest of the bunch, but he sort of like, he takes a few steps and like looks around at you guys and like very carefully removes his boots. And just like holds them. He puts his sword away carefully. He holds the boots in front of him and starts tiptoeing with the rest of you.
Quietly now.
And just by the skin of your teeth, you creep forward, sort of around the far side, away from the bear.
Yep.
Watching it as you move carefully around.
Sleepy, sleepy bear. Stay sleepy.
It stays asleep. You see the remains of its kills.
Oh,
Those who were not quiet.
I'm going to
Within-
take the skull.
Actually, I was gonna say within the skeletal remains there. Is there any like?
I need to clean this up
No, you can just walk by him.
for Raloff's sake.
You can sneak. Oh, there. You got caps on.
We don't do that for reference.
Come on now.
come on now.
This should be a lot easier than it is being.
It's because you have the AI thing off. Remember when you had AI detection
You have
off?
detection off.
That should only make it so they don't see us.
I remember because you do it and then they wouldn't die.
That was clipping. There. We got it.
There we go.
Okay. Whoa. So I am going to take the deer skull that we passed just quietly, like.
And I was gonna say, well, we could pass by. Is there any like intact limbs?
Intact limbs like meat or bone?
Bone. Like, is there a bone arm there?
Yeah.
That's a leg.
Have you no reverence for the dead?
That's an arm.
Yeah, you got some arms and legs here from large
These are
creatures.
people in
Yeah,
here.
right, leave it. I leave it.
I take this. I take the buck skull with the antlers.
Godless heathens, the lot of them.
Okay, we just left Rayloff behind. We're going to collect him.
Oh.
Rayloff, where the hell is Rayloff?
Oh yeah, because he'll
he's
go after the.
dealing with the spiders, isn't he?
Well, we killed the spiders, but he just...
Froze.
I forgot to turn
gets
the KI
lonely.
back on. So, creeping around the bear undetected,
Sneaky.
tiptoeing through its pile of bones, taking care not to kick them and have them clonked together like a necromancer xylophone.
Once we get a little bit deeper in, I'm going to use prestidigitation to turn on the lamp again, so we have something.
Very good.
Rayloff,
Come
dear
on.
boy.
I'm trying to be quiet, okay?
Good job. Good job.
Looks like the way out. Knew we'd make
Oh, Talos be praised.
Thank goodness. Well, that was a day.
That was a lot.
Wait!
Oh. And like kind of throw myself against like the walls of the cave still.
Absolutely.
As it flies off, my markings on my face
There he
flash
goes.
softly again as it goes away.
Rayloff breathes a sigh of relief. He says to you, "There we go."
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
For now.
No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here.
Those people were dicks.
My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Do you have a map of the area? You know where you're going, and I've got no clue.
I haven't got a map on me, but it's very simple. You go down the road here. There will be a crossroads with a sign. Follow that, you'll get to Riverwood just fine.
Okay.
Olaf. If you make it to the Stormcloak camp, find Sigmund Wintergale, my son. Tell him I survived. Tell him to meet me in Riverwood if he can. If he's able to. I know he got out of that trap the Imperials left to us.
I will do my best. I need some time to recover for myself.
Of course.
And the camp may not be safe for some time. They've probably scattered at this point. And
Boys.
who knows how long before they reconvene, or how long Sigmund will be in hiding.
Oh, goodness.
I guess we should follow his directions and get going.
No, we should really split up. The bigger the group, the more likely we are to be spotted by the Imperial patrols.
No, your directions. You told us to go that way.
Yeah, down the road.
Yeah.
Find the cross.
We're not following you. We're following the directions.
Oh, of course. I'm going to cut through the forest.
Good plan. You know where you're going.
Yes.
I don't.
My Stormcloak armor is a little bit harder to disguise.
You're also in Stormcloak armor.
I know. And if you see Galma, you tell him I'll kill him the next time I see him.
Sure thing. Yeah.
He's being truthful.
He's throwing around a lot. I whisper to
Just
Slad. Just Salad. Just Slad. I'm so sorry. He seems to be very angsty.
As you're trying to whisper this to me, I'll just lean back in and speak in your native tongue. This one knows.
Are you trying to be sneaky? Like, am I able to overhear them?
I'm just like, I lean over and just go like,
What you see is a couple of pointy ears whispering, trying to keep something from you.
What are you snickering on about?
You're an ass!
The size of your dick.
That I can understand. You don't worry about that.
Oh, I won't.
The damn Stormcloaks, they took my son. Well, he volunteered like an idiot. My stupid brother got nonsense in his head. Now he's gone off and joined the war. So yes, I'm a little bit perturbed.
Fair enough.
Exactly. Dick.
That makes more sense. But he threatens a lot of people. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyways, should we...
Peppy.
We have some money. Let's go to his sister. Get some fresh clothes.
If this one could make a suggestion, and as you guys look at him, I am like fucked. I am on the verge of dying.
You took a potion and then you cast some. Do you want my potion of?
A rest would be wise.
Can we? Or do... He said that there would be...
Let's go into the bush a little bit. They're not going to...
Keep the...
A dragon literally just attacked.
Keep the road in sight. Take a little breather off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going to treat wounds on Osmond.
I'm going to treat wounds on you.
Oh, wonderful.
We'll just go up this hill a little bit, give you some visibility, but also some sort of cover behind the trees.
I'll take off the blue
sash.
I'm gonna pat my blood, pat the blood off me with it, and then leave it on the side of the road so it looks like, I'm gone off that way.
Okay. Which side?
Whichever way we're not going.
Okay, so you'll hold on to it till the crossroads.
Yep.
Right now you're just sort of up here hiding behind the trees and the bushes.
And at this point, Jaslaya is also going to start casting Prestidigitation to clean up and just...
I'm going to do the same for your back, because you can't really see the spots and you're missing some.
Could you...
Yes, I will treat your wounds.
No. Could you do this one a favor? Could you just turn around? And Jaslaya's going to take off the shawl and get changed real quick into the new clothes. Okay.
Much better.
Yes.
You're covered in hair. We can't see anything anyway.
He's allowed his his modesty.
Ugh.
5 gold would be anything you want.
Okay, how do we do treat wounds?
Elves. I'm stuck with elves.
It says that the medicine check DC is usually 15, though the GM might adjust it based on circumstances.
15 is appropriate.
Can I look around in my close area to see if I can find any fresh ingredients to give me a +2 to my circumstance bonus?
Not without leaving the sort of safety of your little hiding spot here. There doesn't appear to be anything growing on this gravel aside from a few trees. Some grass.
Alright. Then I will just roll. Roll with nature, and I rolled an 18.
Okay, so you're treating wounds?
I'm treating wounds.
And you're trained in...
I am trained in nature, and that's the check I use.
Okay.
Because of the feat that I have.
Natural medicine. It's a good feat.
We're just vibing now.
So over the course of...
We're casting spells over here, okay?
Over the course of 10 minutes, you tend to his wounds as best you can with what limited supplies
Just
you
10
have.
minutes of this.
I use the
old rags.
The rags, and just prestidigitation them to make them sterile. And I'll rip them apart and use that as gauze.
Excellent. He's a bit more scantily clad than before, given that you're taking up some of the rags that he's...
I got the new outfit.
He's in the robes from the...
Oh, the spare set.
Yeah, I got changed. I am not wearing those rags.
Okay. Very good. So
How dare you?
He's going to regain 2d8 hit points.
Yes, queen.
And if he had any wounded, it would be removed.
That was pretty fucking close.
So you cast medicine. How did you do?
14.
14. No, unfortunately, with the limited supplies,
It's only 6.
you have some experience with back alley surgery, so to speak, but even for that, it's not suitable to this situation, unfortunately.
It's fine. Let's get it down. Let's just get somewhere warm and dry and
I'm assuming that
sort all this
10
nonsense
minutes
out there.
doesn't also allow us to get focus points back if we used to use them, yeah?
No, you would need to spend an additional 10 minutes refocusing.
Okay. Well, we can go a little further away, and then I can help heal you a little bit later.
Sure.
I should have done risky surgery.
That sounds dangerous. And I'm nearly dead.
I'd have been good.
I mean, honestly, do it for yourself first.
You can also treat him if you want to spend another 10 minutes.
Shall we?
She failed, she cannot attempt again.
I will attempt to heal thyself.
And I will, since I'm trained in medicine, can I aid her
You
in trying
certainly
to...
can. You just need to beat a 15 in order to aid.
No.
You're a wood elf, yeah?
Yes, I am.
He's sort of like warily, like as you come out of the bench, he's like...
I see this, and I'm used to patients being nervous, etc. So just go, look at the flashing light, look at the flashing lights, and I cast prestidigitation. Just like trying to calm a nervous child kind of a deal. So I'm just like sparks from my
It
fingers.
is then you realize Osmond has epilepsy and just...
So my nature check is a 17.
Right, you can use nature in place of medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. 17 is a success. Distracting him with the light, you get past a little bit of his predisposition against your kind.
Very polite word.
Woo!
So that's 10 to your hell.
And your wounded condition is removed.
And then I step back and go, maybe not all of us pointy ears are so bad, eh? And then I walk away.
While she's doing him, I'm going to try him.
Okay.
Oh,
And
lovely.
I'm going to do risky surgery.
Oh no.
So she's like, I'm gonna help you as she twirls a dagger in her fingers.
Remember, this one's already lost one limb. I don't want to lose two.
Blessings of Talos be upon you.
Do you want to...
Can I also aid myself?
That's
No.
not how that works.
But can I look at her, see like the glint in her eye, and just like, guidance?
I am trained in medicine, of all skills.
Very good.
Does that mean that you're
Can
going
I
to
aid
help
her?
me?
You can try.
Can I give Lazalia like guidance on her roll?
You may.
5. I ain't guiding anything.
You're like, this is no medicine I've ever seen before.
And the dancing lights that I have going on in front of me as I'm trying to like keep you distracted is also keeping you from helping out a little bit.
Confused.
So you get an extra 1 to it. No.
Oh.
Wait, risky surgery means you're required to roll damage first, yeah?
Yes. So go ahead and roll a d8.
This is the inherent risk of the surgery.
7.
Oh my god, he's unconscious!
I'm unconscious. You just like...
Where's this gonna put...
So she's like, okay, so my mom showed me this trick where you like cut 2 strips of skin on either side of the wound and you tie the wound together with them. And just like, the dagger is rather a bit sharper than you expected and it's just like, whoops! Goes right in there. He's like,
Okay, so I see this while I'm in the middle of fixing you and I just go, and I cast, oh Jesus. I cast Stabilize, so you're not dying, you're just unconscious at 0.
I'm going to put those away and just kind of push the daggers away and I'll carry Mitsukiti Man. And I throw him over my shoulders like a bag of potatoes.
you're trained in medicine.
Can I medicine him again?
No.
Nope.
Not until an hour has passed.
And I kind
I'm
of like
gonna
pat him on the rump and like, he's more quiet this way. And just like
You're an ass!
just travel the town.
Really? The person who killed me is not that. I love you.
Just gonna put those- I'm just gonna
wait,
carry Mr. Kitty
okay,
Man over my shoulder.
So you do the negative. Did you then roll your medicine check to try and heal?
Yeah, she got a 3 on the die.
Oh.
So no help is done.
For a total of 11.
That doesn't help.
You Did you get a healing potion?
Nope. We saw the healing potion and went, ah.
Right. So you, like I said, you are trained in medicine, or are you just gonna leave him unconscious?
It would be easier, especially if we come across something to fight.
I'll aid him.
I don't need aid from anyone.
I'm going to try and aid him whether he likes it or not.
Did you just kill me?
I didn't do risky surgery. And I just kind of like look at you and like, no, it's the fur everywhere. I don't understand.
I don't know why, but you sound like a rabbi to me. Like, hey, the kid's broken. Just throw it away.
I can't see anything beyond the fur.
What did you roll?
I didn't do risky surgery. This is a straight medicine check. So I rolled a 7.
Okay, that is not a critical failure that would deal 1d8 damage.
You guys suck.
Alright.
I just kind of look at me. I just understand the fur, and I don't know.
My aid doesn't help any.
So all 3 of you have attempted medicine on him. You're just like, okay, maybe a little bit of time. We'll think about this. We'll come back to it a little bit later.
We need the veterinarian.
I think we need that in person too.
At this point, 20 minutes has passed since Irian did the first medicine check on him.
I'm just like, I'm a little bit pissed that you undid the work that I did, and I'm just like, it's fine, it's okay.
I'll kill it, man. We'll get it down. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll buy the old potion.
Do you have money?
We have a little bit of money.
You have 36 gold in total at the moment.
It ain't much, but it might give us something. Ooh, what's that flower?
Thistle.
I'll take the thistle.
Absolutely.
Is there any that I can grab as well?
Mountain flower red, mountain flower blue.
Mountain flower
I
red.
should write these down.
You will be fighting for things with me.
So you start making your way down the trail.
I take...
Do you want the mountain flowers?
Well, I'm gonna have use for things just like you will.
Tell you what, I will tally them up in the inventory afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
You're just picking flowers as you go.
One-handed, just...
You find your way to...
I'll pick the flowers for you. You show me what you want picked and I'll do it because, you know...
I'm gonna have them around my shoulders and kind of like turn back and forth and like it's a fur stole. Like a fur neck collar thing, like...
Throw the tail over your opposite shoulder.
Yeah, just like... the height of fashion.
Riverwood.
Riverwood's where we need to go?
That way.
Wonderful. You said something about dropping off a bloody rag in a different direction?
Yeah, the wrong. Look
So
back at the sign. If you look back at the sign,
Down that way.
I'm gonna
Let's
dump
look.
it in the way of Helgen. Just like leave it kind of on the trail.
Okay. Very
And
good.
then-
You set it sort of like on the rocks here, heading up the path.
Yeah.
Very good. Turning to your right.
Oh, there's some flowers and... Oh.
Once we're done in Riverwood, I'm from Falkreath. We can head back there and we maybe check with my house.
It strikes you how peaceful the sound of this silence is after all of that chaos. Your ears are still ringing from the explosions, from the falling stone, from the battle cries. It's almost that buzz of energy after such a significant event. But you're slowly cooling down.
Never seen anybody be incinerated before.
I think that's why my risky surgery didn't work. I was just
What are these stones?
too nervous.
You get used to it.
What are these?
Well, actually, it's a lie. You never really get used to it, but you get better able to deal with it.
You're from here. What the hell are those?
Oh, standing stones. You sort of like altars. You pray at them. They're connected to the stars. They, well, if you're superstitious, you believe that they give you a boost to your natural energy. But that's all nonsense of witches anyway.
Can I try and figure out what these would boost?
Well, as you approach, you see one.
That looks like a dagger person.
It sure does. Would you like to roll Arcana, Religion, or Lore something? Or Occultism.
That would be a 6.
You don't recognize this, but you've also led a relatively secluded lifestyle, so maybe this is something you've never heard of.
Yep.
If I may, just like having been by this place before. I don't know much, but if you look over here, this is the. I think it's directly behind you. This is the warrior. I always give them a pat for good luck when if I pass by here.
Do you give him a pat for good luck in part
Yeah.
of your explanation? All right, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to your strength.
When I pat it, it's like, ooh.
He stands a bit taller. His shoulders look a bit broader.
That's never happened before.
Interesting. What's the other one?
Some sort of a robed individual with a staff.
Well, out of all three, I'm more of this person, so I'm just going to sort of like gingerly step through the logs that are lying there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just hand on it and just close my eyes and just soft prayer.
As you touch your hand to it, just the moment that it makes contact, the markings on your face that are invisible at the moment, they flicker almost like a lightning strike. Your fingers grow elongated and sharp. Just for a moment, you hear the scraping of claws on the stone as you're just sort of touching it gently before you return to normal, and you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to your charisma. Is your spellcasting stat? Yes.
I think we should... Osmond, come over here, and I'm gonna take his left arm, paw, and her arm, hand, and put it against there for him.
The charisma or... sorry, the mage?
Yes.
All right.
Because he does what you do. He was doing spells and stuff, so I think he would be that one.
As you brush his bean toes against the stone, there's almost like a little arc of lightning between the stone.
I wondered if I could even do it, because you have to pray at these. I'm unconscious.
I'm praying for you, and I'm holding your hand. I'm trying
It's
to
like the worst
fix.
televangelist. I'm
she
praying
feels
for you.
really bad that she almost killed you.
You're doing a pretty good job.
Charisma caster as well?
Yes.
+2 charisma, circumstance bonus.
Well, I'll take it. Why not?
Is this like a permanent until we sleep?
Just permanent.
And I'm going to go to the other stone, because that's the one I recognize.
Ooh, actually, you know what?
Very
And
good.
I'm going to
I need to get the box.
beg that
Change it.
it'll help me in the future.
Very good. You reach out and you touch
Thank
it, and
Just give
the
it a plus
texture
Oh, nice.
of the carved metal, or shaped metal here, you feel it beneath your hand, every groove, every nook and cranny, and you feel just a little bit more spring in your step as you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to dexterity.
The little box up at the top makes it so that it just does it for you.
So you scroll up,
You just click the box.
and
Click the box as the apex.
As you sort that, I'm just going to continue on the path.
there you go.
Yep. I'm gonna take one of the thistles and just like one of the thistle bushes and just sort of like weave it into my hair, my braids. All right, we've come to a 4. I'm assuming it's the main road and not the sketchy road.
I've been through here a few times before, hauling lumber and things like that. Yeah, if you keep going along this road,
Wonderful.
usually pretty quiet.
Getting lots of these flowers for you. Do you suppose that you could make some health potions for our friend here?
I haven't made anything in a long time, but if I get my equipment, I could probably figure something out.
Might be able to. They took my recipe book, so
Well, hopefully as long as the Imperials didn't find my homestead, everything should still be there.
Will you share your recipes?
You can borrow the book.
if you have different potions, I'd love to learn.
We can mix and match. It could be a
Wonderful.
baking party.
Okay.
As long as we heal him, because, like, damn, I feel bad.
All right. We've gone a little bit past our standard break time. As the sight of the gate of the town approaches, the sense of relief washes over you.
Thank goodness.
We're going to take a little break there. For any audience at home, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. We'll call that 7:35. We'll see you shortly. Thank you so much for being with us. We can't wait to show you what else is in store. Hello everyone and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. In case you missed the first half, our 4 intrepid explorers witnessed someone get roasted to death. Ribbons of colorful light sprung from their body and into each of their chests. They successfully escaped the dragon attack at Helgen. They've made their way out, across, through, and around the bend to Riverwood. We pick up as they are approaching the gates of Riverwood.
Osmond.
Ozzy. Okay.
Don't call me Ozzy.
Ozzy. Osmond.
Thank you.
Is everybody here like you?
Like me, how?
Pointy ears really bad.
We don't love elves. No. We just fought a war 30 years ago against them. White Gold Concordant. All that business.
I'm from a very, very small border place. We don't really play politics. Anyway, also, male better than female, typically?
Ha! Ha! You tell the Nord women that you're better than them. They'll show you what's what.
Oh, great. Perfect. And then just sort of crack my neck a little bit, and then you see my physicality shimmering and morphing, and I become blonde-haired, blue eyes, taller, a little bit sturdier, female, Nord. Better?
Strange, but better?
I'm still wearing exactly, like, nothing on my person has changed at all. And I go, like, I'm, like, a foot taller than I was before.
Yeah, you look fine. This is very odd. No, they don't treat women any differently, though. Not really.
What about me? Can you do me?
Sorry, this is a class, like, this is a family trait.
That's alright, I can take
It's
care of
not
myself.
magic.
You may want to work on your voice, though.
You may want to work on your voice, though.
Don't make me sound like Dracula.
I will try. I
You sound like my...
will try. Better?
You sound like my late wife if she was deaf. But it's
might-
working, it's good enough. Okay,
Okay.
it's fine, we'll work on it.
I will try my best. It sounds so weird. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will
All right.
try.
So, having made your transformation, you continue towards the gates.
Just can't keep looking back like, is she gonna do it again? What's she gonna do? One thing.
Dragon.
Yes.
I saw a dragon.
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy.
Most of
And
them
I've
we
got
ought to
better
do.
things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
He's not very
How's he going to
nice.
believe? She's a nutter, but in this case, she's actually right. I've been through here a few times.
It's all right, ma'am. We believe you. We came.
Don't engage. Don't engage.
We came from. We saw.
Oh,
See? Someone believes me!
now we gotta talk to her. Let's keep going. Go.
Go and tell my fool of a son you saw the dragon.
I'm not sure that will help, but yes.
It will help. Go and tell him now. Go on.
Okay. And I go off with no intention of telling him anything. Your voice.
Well, you know they say about broken clocks.
I don't know what to do.
Italian now?
It's me. Mushroom dude.
I'm from Citadel.
Mushroom.
Mario.
I know.
Because copyright. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I want to look around for like a doctor or something.
Oh, you're serious? Oh no, they don't have that here.
A healer? Do they have a healer?
I think they have a barman, but that's about it.
We were instructed to go to see the sister, yes?
Yes.
Sister would help us. Do you know?
Over this way, I think she ran the mill, if I remember.
Yes.
I do believe
So
that's
across the bridge.
the water.
Still carrying the Khajiit around your shoulders.
He's gonna plop me into the trough.
Yeah, we'll just, you know.
I
cut you
think
in
it's
half.
over. Ah, yes.
Don't worry, it's just a magic trick.
Not the elf.
I can't remember when I last.
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
Would you care to explain the man around your shoulders?
Oh, it's my neck warmer. It's very chilly these days. And I saw that. No, he's just not well. Slightly more gingerly than that.
He's our companion.
Whoa, it's easy with that.
He's my companion, and he's in need of some help.
I'm just ragdolling it on the ground.
He looks like he'll make it. There's beds at the inn. You pay for the night, I'm sure he'll be fine by morning, or at least up and at him.
Perfect.
Your brother sent us to come and talk to you.
Oh? What about?
Well, that business in Helgen, I'm sure you heard the screaming, the explosions,
Explosions, eh?
No?
the damn dragon overhead. Nothing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, bloody hell.
All of us who were in the same clothes as before are at least a little bit fire singed. Actually, all of my clothes are completely fire singed because I almost killed myself with that fire.
They're
The
just
dragon.
like hanging on by a thread.
The dragon. Fire. Oh, actually, clothes too, please.
Well, if Ralof sent you, you must be good people. Come with me. We'll get you taken care of.
Of course. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. Oh,
Thank-
what's this all about? What are you two doing here? A dragon? In Helgen? It can't be. Although, it would explain what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I thought I must have just been seeing things.
Unfortunately, not.
I don't know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the look of someone who's just seen a dragon. Things just go from bad to worse. First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to? The Yarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
First, we need to
Well, the new
Yes, the
fix
house.
him.
We
Yes.
shall heal first. Yes.
Of course. I've given you the
Yes.
key to my
Yes.
home.
Yes.
Make yourself at home, whatever you need.
And I can try to heal him again.
No,
in-
no,
I
no.
will try and heal him again.
heard
We.
about Alfred was true. The
Um,
Imperials ambushed us outside.
There was also
North
some
Wall
mushrooms
Crossing.
over there that I wanted to try.
Like
Sorry,
we
just
knew
excuse me.
exactly
Pardon me.
where we'd be. That was some
Okay.
days ago now.
All right. Let's go.
We stopped in Helgen this morning. We thought it was all.
So which one is her house? Does anybody know?
I think the one behind us. This one. Maybe?
No, that's the blacksmith.
No, it's us.
Sigrid.
Oh, wait,
That's the
no.
blacksmith. Her house is up the hill.
Meta knowledge. Her house is up the hill.
It's that one.
How do you know that?
I'm dead conscious. This is Lauren talking.
Thank you for the help.
I'm going to see the pretty, pretty, pretty cow. And I'm just going to I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm. And I'm just gonna, if I can, just give it scritches on its fluffy.
It sort of like leans into it and moves at
Oh,
you.
such a good boy.
Some assistance, please.
As he's like trying to open the door without like sloughing him forward.
Oh, no, I'll open the door for you.
Inside you find a comfortable home, well stocked with food and herbs, warm hearth, a nice stew on the go.
Soup. I'm gonna heave him down on the bed like a sack of potatoes.
That's not very nice.
Neither was stabbing him.
It's a humble.
At least I was trying to help.
So am I.
He goes down, like you say, like a sack of potatoes. You hear the wood creak from the sudden impact. There is a layer of furs and of hay, but it's not much to soften things. But he lies there, and you see his chest rising and falling with each breath. He'll be all right.
Sleep it off, and I kind of pat his face. Yeah, just going to go around the. Oh, hello.
Hey there.
Do you mind if I like point at the bottle of wine on the thing?
By all means, a dragon's tough business.
And I grab the largest bottle of wine, like pull the cork out with my teeth and just like chug, 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 chug.
I'm gonna ask if there are any healing potions in the house.
No, we're not much the adventuring sort. Don't keep that sort of thing around.
Oh.
At this point, I'm gonna like come in kind of skipping a little bit, less like my Nord persona and be
I
like,
told you, my sister.
and then I get to see the person just go like,
At this point, roughly an hour has passed. Also, Ralof has joined you. He says, I told you my sister would take good care of you.
Well, let's get something to eat and let's
wonderful.
You should go to.
let's get something to eat and maybe go into the shop and find ourselves some new clothes.
Before we leave, you know about an hour's passed? I'm going to try and heal him again.
Very good.
I'm going to aid.
Wonderful.
I'm going to make the soup.
Fail, and I die.
That's a natural 20.
Excellent.
Plus 4 is 24. Are you aiding me?
Mm-hmm.
Did you roll?
No, I didn't roll.
Do I need to roll to craft soup?
Natural 20.
Well, the soup is already made.
Natural 20 to aid, so that would add 4, so that's 28.
Yeah, that is a critical success, so that's 4d8 hit points.
Wonderful. So that's going to be 8 plus 6.
So 14 total?
8 plus 6 is 14, yes.
All this time I forgot about my master sheet with all of your hit points on it.
And I start muttering something under my breath in a language I'm not sure any of you guys speak. The Khajiit language, Ta'agar.
Nope.
You see a stranger standing over top of you, but looking at you with the look of familiarity. I say, hello, friend, in Bosmiris.
This one remembers you shorter. How badly was I? How badly was this one hit?
Bad enough.
Very badly. I will explain later, though.
Here.
You
I, like,
don't
jam
need
up.
to explain.
Yeah, she stabbed you.
I didn't!
Not on purpose. Not on purpose.
I was doing delicate surgery, and there was a mishap.
I'm just gonna sort of like point at my face in a way that the people behind us that are strangers, like more strangers than we are, just gonna be like, talking about my face! Talking about my face!
At this point, Rayloff says to you, "What happened to the wood elf that was with you anyways?
She went a different direction.
And where did you come from?"
I was on the road.
Deception?
That is not something I'm trained in. That's gonna be a 10.
There's something strange about you, Wolf.
I will just walk up to him.
He sees the exact same tattered clothes on me that was on her.
Have you changed your face?
He's not going to kill you.
This one doesn't appear to like pointy ears, as he calls us. I figured this visage,
Visage.
blah 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 blah, visage would be better in town.
It is, but if you're not careful and someone sees you changing, that could be a big deal. People will think you're some kind of spy.
Yeah. I think
Should
it's...
I go back to my other face?
At this point, they've seen you like this now. You should keep it up, but be careful with the change.
Once we leave town, I can leave, yeah?
Yes.
And then just never do the thing again. Okay.
Or,
No,
or
Fred.
you return next time with your other face on and introduce yourself as someone else.
I will introduce myself here as... And you just sort of like see her look off into this distance for a little bit. I will get back to you.
Very
Different
good.
name.
Freya. Freya's a good name.
Freya.
Very good, Freya.
It's my mother's name.
It is very lovely. Of
Compliment.
your dialect of common is very weird.
Harsh consonants.
Heh.
It is old. Old dialect.
Old dialect.
Old dialect.
Old dialect. I will just start trying to repeat to try and get it.
We Nords were descended from the Atmorans.
Admorans.
Atmorans.
Oh!
Here, have some soup. It's good soup.
Osmond brings over a couple wooden bowls of soup.
I smell the soup. Is it good soup?
I mean, it's what you call a perpetual stew, where every day just more ingredients are added and it's kept at a continuous simmer since the stew was started, probably a few years ago.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
That sounds cool.
It is a thing, and it's super cool. But
I will bring up my cup and just be like,
it is a unique blend of flavors with an incredible depth that if you've not had, what did I call it?
and the soup?
If you haven't had a perpetual stew before, you would never be able to place this flavor. But ages and ages of slow-cooked onions, root vegetables, meat, completely tenderized, melting into the stew. It's almost a broth of like pulled pork or pulled whatever meats are in it, and softened vegetables. It's all as hearty as one could ever imagine, and it hits the spot after the significant day you've all had.
After Gislad finishes eating, what time is it?
It is about an hour after you went unconscious.
Oh, so still daylight. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
And
mid-afternoon.
I would like to quickly leave and go outside and just kind of look around. And I just want to go to like the main drag and see if I can see a shop or anything.
Yeah, the rest of you follow him after your bowl of soup.
Sure, why
Yes.
not?
Yeah.
I will look to the host and just be like, thank you very much for the soup. Thank you very much for the soup.
You are
Get in there.
You are most welcome. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
So, stepping out to the main drag,
Yes.
looking left and right, you see the sign for the inn. And just over here, Scales, the
This-
Riverwood trader.
This is where we want to go, yes?
Perfect. I step inside.
I think we
Well,
all
one
need
of us
some
has to do
clothes.
something.
That's
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
I'll
Just
look.
sort of like,
Never mind your personal business.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Let's hope so.
I'm looking for something quick and specific. Do you have any bulk linens or textiles or just...
Well, let me see what I've got in stock.
Take a look.
Are you going to be...
Shush.
Rude.
Very.
No bulk linen, some bulk hide.
Too rough for what I wanted. Oh, they had the backpacks added to this one already.
He has some clothing, but it appears to be on the relatively expensive side. He's only got one non-enchanted outfit. And that's just blue robes for 15 gold.
Sorry, friends. This one does not seem to have enough material to make something, but you have armor on, you still wearing rags, and you're still wearing rags. Do we have enough gold for me to buy this real quick?
I think
We have 36.
May I, for you?
For me.
Please.
Okay.
I would like to try to buy the blue robes.
Yes, of course. 15 gold. Have you got the coin?
And I reach in from our group loot and just put the coins down. I'm presuming they're in your backpack right now.
Yes, that would make sense. I have a backpack. It would make sense that they're there. Just sort of like reach in.
Yes.
And like, here's the change purse portion.
You know, we'll go ahead and say there's an additional 40 gold in the backpack as well. Now
Cool.
that you take a moment to look into it.
And then, so I'll put it down, and then look at that cowhide that he had as well.
It's relatively supple. It's tanned to almost like a leather jacket consistency on the inside, with the fur still on the outside.
Since we're already a paying customer, 15 gold for the cowhide?
That's a steep bargain there.
Can't blame me for trying. Besides, a shopkeeper like you probably wants to get rid of something that bulky already.
I'm not sure I take your meaning, but listen, you lot look pretty rough. I've got this one. I've got a few more with some holes in it. Some moths got in here. It's unsellable, but you know, it may serve you a bit better than those burnt rags you're all wearing.
I'll take the unsellable one.
Very good. Well, tell you what, you get both of them for 30.
22.
If that's the case, you have to take this moldy wolf hide as well.
Done.
Very good.
Put the 22 gold down. So I'm guessing that is...
So that was 15 plus 22.
I've got it all marked down here.
You got it marked down?
Wonderful.
So
Last thing I need, you would happen to have needle and thread then, would you?
yes, of course. It's not on there, but
Yeah. I'll just grab some needle and thread too.
yeah, 5 gold in total.
Alright, you guys can do the rest of your shopping. I will be back. And I'm going to go back to the house and proceed to start sitting down and try to do some crafting and try to make 2 pristine looking outfits using the cowhide and the robe, kind of like dismantle the robe to make 2 skirts with the jacket.
Thinking about it, you know that that's a significant project, and there is some urgency in getting to tell the Yarl about the dragon. So before you leave, you've got the rest of the party there. That's enough to drape all of you in animal hides, aside from you with proper clothing. Is there anything else the rest of you are looking for?
I would like... Do you have pen and paper? Pen and paper.
No pen. I've got charcoal.
You can write with that, no.
Yes.
It's a sheet, so it'll run you 12 gold. It's about 1 meter squared.
Wonderful. If that's okay.
I have no need for anything.
Very well. Here you are.
Thank you very much.
Well, I was going to try to make you guys something nice, but no.
I have clothes at my house, assuming it
It's
Where is
still
the home
there.
again?
is in Falkreath.
That's quite a distance, is it not?
It's not that far.
But we have to make it to Whiterun?
If
We have to go there first.
Yeah.
If you're going to Whiterun, you want to be presentable. You just Put a head hole in the center of each of those hides, you'll have yourself ponchos, easy peasy.
Will that ruin them?
No.
I don't think we're worried about
That's
ruining
what-
them at this point.
To be honest, the look's my specialty. And I will quickly then, like, take the one hide and, like, make a quick hole and be like, there you go.
Well, I thought you gave her the robes.
Oh, actually, which one do you want the robes?
Anyone?
I'll take the hide.
Okay.
Robes are yours?
Osmond, actually, you left the Stormcloak armor before, so you're back to your rags.
Well, I just took off
The blue shawly bit, so
but
still
left
in
the
the armor
chainmail
bit.
and the...
Okay.
Just a little bit less distinguishable.
So, do you take the unsellable cowhide or the unsellable wolf hide?
Oh, he said it was part of the deal. I'll take both.
No, for your own.
Oh, I'm wearing a nice set of robes already.
That glow in the dark.
Oh, yes.
They don't glow in the dark. No, they're not magical.
They are magical.
They are magical.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize they were magical.
Yeah.
Shit. I have magic robes.
We'll talk about their effects later. It takes you some time to sort of get used to them. But in the meantime, you're done here.
Is there anything we can
I was
sell
just
them?
trying to make you two guys an outfit.
I don't think we have anything yet,
Not that
except
we-
for lots of flowers.
You may in the backpack. We just don't have time to deal
Yeah.
with that at the moment.
Yep.
Yes, we can sell it in the
Whiterun.
Yes.
Largest city in the Pale.
Thank you, kind of. No,
This-
Bucket?
No, the
Thieves.
pale is in like
Things
pale
weren't
face.
bad enough.
Wonderful.
Skyrim is divided into different districts. Holds, if
Actually-
you will.
Alright.
Well, no time like the present then. You think we can make it before dark?
No, we're gonna have to camp out on the road. There's no way we can make it the right one in time.
We can sleep here in a comfortable bed.
That's
Probably
what I
for the
thought
best.
we were doing.
Well, what time is it, though?
Like 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's early afternoon, mid-afternoon.
There might be an inn on the road. Don't know if it'd take us all day to get to Whiterun, but they
No
have
time like the present, but we have nothing to sleep in. We have no supplies.
We have
I thought we were
not-
spending the night here at least.
Yes.
We should not sleep in the elements.
At about this point, Girder comes around the corner and says, "Oh, there you are. I figure you and you're not from around here.
No.
It may help you to have a map to know where you're going."
Oh, yes, please.
And so she hands you the map. She says, "Right now, you're here with us. You're here with us in Riverrun. Just north of here, following the road, that's Whiterun. That's where you need to be."
Okay.
So it's relatively simple journey. Just follow the road. Be careful. Everything should be fine.
Thank you, good ma'am.
The thing is, if we have to spend the night on the road, we have no blankets, we have no shelter. We could perish in the middle of the night.
You can make the journey there by the end of the day for sure.
Then let's go. And I just start walking.
I did happen to see a lovely bottle of mead in your house. Would we be able to take that though for the night, just to help bolster our spirits?
Oh yes, of course. And she's just sort of like jogs back to the house to grab it and says, "Take this and my blessing and best of luck to you."
Thank you, good ma'am.
Blessings to Talos be upon you.
And also upon you.
I know you elves don't really appreciate Talos, but here in Skyrim you have to get used to it.
Blessings of the Nine.
Osmond is visibly confused that you, like, appreciate the Nine.
Where I grew up wasn't really...
Exactly.
Where I grew up wasn't really elf country. It was just
We're out of
everybody
town now.
country. I look around, is there anybody around?
No.
Wonderful. I dropped it. Disguise and I go back to myself.
You got Powerpuff Girl.
Oh my.
That's what we're saying.
It's still gonna take some getting used to that.
I can only do it once per day.
Can you look like anyone from another race? Like do you have to have seen them before? How does this all
Oh, this was nobody I've ever met before.
So it's just random?
I choose what I turn into. I can be anything. Any humanoid type person. Any of the 10 races.
What
Okay,
are
bring it.
you then?
This is
Ignore that.
This is a wolf!
this is me.
So you're a wood elf.
Yes.
Normally.
Yes. Where I grew up,
Shh. Imperials.
Seems like 4 of them marching together
hold
on
on.
the road ahead.
Can we see just to the... Does it look like the city? Like a city?
You see walls. It's hard to tell through the trees, but if you get a bit closer, you may have a better idea.
Osmond,
What?
What is that?
Whiterun.
why don't we just go down?
It's a bit of a steep climb. We should avoid them, though. If I know Balgraf, he's gone and cowered to the Dalmor.
There we go. Little slope here.
Yeah.
To the left.
He always was a chicken shit, even when we were boys.
Chicken shit.
What was I saying? I've lost.
About you being a wood elf.
Oh, where I grew up, that's right. We just sort of wasn't really the strictest of places, very, very small in the middle of nowhere.
Not very strict on your physical form, huh?
But what I'm asking you is, if you saw somebody, could you pretend to be them? Impersonate them? Look like them?
Relatively, I can change my voice, my appearance. One really sad thing, like if I turn into an Argonian, for example, you know how they can breathe underwater. I can't breathe underwater.
Shame.
I know, it's really unfortunate. I tried once.
Ooh.
Didn't end
Once.
so well.
This may be
My
useful
lesson.
to us one day, if we need to impersonate somebody important.
I just need some time to get to know their mannerisms, and how they speak. But it's possible. But to your religion thing, I don't believe that anybody should be suppressed with what they believe. If you believe in the 9, wonderful. If you only believe in the 8, that's fine too. People should not be oppressed.
You can see his opinion shifting as we speak.
Visible confusion.
I just like making him look confused, but I'm speaking the truth.
Right, continue on.
Left or right?
Left.
My daughter would like you.
Take us to the entrance of the town?
It's over here.
Wonderful.
I hate going to the city. It smells like shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Most cities do.
This actually...
I shouldn't give Balgraf too much grief. He does run a tight ship.
Lavender!
Oh, horses.
I just sort of
Horses.
like... You say it smells like shit. I just sort of like come up to your nose and just sort of like crush the lavender under your nose. So it like permeates your senses.
Oh. Well, that
Some
certainly
of
clears
it
up the
anyways.
sinuses.
Well, it's better
This-
than the
Stables, and then this is the main gate. They may give us some grief. Balgraf is
lavender.
probably pretty paranoid these days.
no grief. Nobody there.
Not at the main gates.
The main gates. It looks...
See all those guards with the pointy hats?
Mhm.
Oh, the drawbridge is down. That's positive news.
Well, at least they're not too worried.
They're not shooting at us.
Not yet. Be polite.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
We have official business. We have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Of course, I would expect nothing less.
Just quickly, just grab everything as we're going through. Just
Sorry, I make potions. It's fine.
I think there's a potion seller in here in the marketplace. They may be able to
It might
inspire you.
might be good to get some vitals, etc.
The inn is right ahead.
We're just going to progress time a little bit forward, because it's a little bit of a journey. Getting on into the afternoon. Pre-evening.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial
should
soldiers.
be
Ugh.
I just can't fill an order that size on
The
my
inn is
own.
right there.
Why don't we follow that
To
stubborn
the
pride
guard
and ask
that we
Yarl
just
and
passed
Brandon
right there.
to help?
I'd sooner bet
They
my
say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors. Oh,
would never make
Actually, question about that. We have information about Helgen and the dragon. Would we be able to inform the Yarl of what we witnessed now, or do we need to wait until morning when it's, I don't know.
Office hours?
Yeah, that one.
You'll want to go up the stairs all the way. The highest point in town is where you'll find the Yarl.
So he'll take us even now?
He may still be holding audience. It depends on how long the line was.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think we need to try tonight because they need help.
I'll take the job.
If I know Balgrove, he doesn't do anything quickly.
Well,
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. Need more experience.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Wow. Look at
Piss
that.
off, Nazim. You're not impressing anyone.
There's a routine.
Bugger off, Osmond.
for I love you.
He's a regular, it's fine, he's a little batty, but he's harmless, really. Priest of Talos.
So one of the things with all of you would be noticing at this point that she's just sort of like everything, just like looking at it, a little bit confused, maybe a little bit tentative as she's following along, just like...
Just Lad will make it a point to walk in stride with you, just to be close.
Thank you.
Don't worry. What are they gonna take from me? Can I gesture to the nub? I'd hold your hand, but just kind of rest the nub on your shoulder.
Hand on the shoulder.
Entering the Great Hall.
This is the biggest place I've ever been.
You've never been to Solitude, then.
I should take you back home one day.
That would be great. I like traveling.
It appears the Yarl is still sitting on his throne.
Then we need to...
Hold on. That lady up there looks like she's angry.
Yes, the god.
This is no time for rash.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
We have news on the attack of Helgen, the dragon.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Yeah.
Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Thank you, good ma'am. Ma'am? Is that offensive?
No.
Okay.
Balgraf.
Oh,
What?
we're at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yeah, and felt its breath with my own skin.
You have the burns to prove it. And I just sort of like show off some of the burn on my arm.
Yes, the dragon destroyed
Option.
Helgen.
Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The
That
Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
This is what you get listening to an Imperial, Balgraf.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Did you say dragons? Plural.
Yes. There's always been legends of dragons. Rumors. Now that you've seen one, perhaps there will be more.
She just sort of...
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Sounds intriguing. However, we are lacking adventuring supplies at the moment.
And proper clothes.
We need food, money,
Rest.
and weapons.
Rest. We need a nap.
Yes, I can see that. Well, how about I explain the nature of the thing, the nature of the quest, and then you can properly assess what you need, and perhaps we can come to an agreement about a stipend before you head out, so that you have a better chance of surviving and retrieving the object for me.
Yes.
Very reasonable of you.
That makes sense.
Where are we going? What are we looking for?
A
Straight to the
tablet.
point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys.
Oh, we didn't-
I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone
I don't
tablet
like that
said to
one.
be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Bleak Falls Battle.
Where would that be on our map?
Yes, I'll mark it on your map for you.
It is in the Bale, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've been to this way. To that way.
Wonderful. As soon as we have it. So anything else? Any known threats in this dungeon that you're wanting us to delve?
Well, in barrows, Draugr are a consistent problem. You do well to try not to aggravate them. You ever heard the thing about letting sleeping dogs lie? It's generally that. Try not to.
Same thing with the bear.
Try not to
Just
disturb them.
Be quiet, okay?
And be respectful. And if you're lucky, they won't give you too much bother. However, there may be bandits there. There's always looters going through these barrows, stirring up trouble, waking up the Draugr, and of course they themselves are something to contend with. So, what do you reckon it'll cost you to get you equipped for such a task?
Well, I need food. If I may make it back to my home, I'll be able to get equipment for myself, so I won't need equipment. But I will need food, and we'll need perhaps some funds to purchase horses. Make the trip a little faster.
Horses a bit too expensive.
I'm okay without horses for now, but I would like clothes and something to sleep in so that I don't get frozen in the middle of the night. It is quite a bit colder up here than it was where I'm from.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
So food, clothes, and bedrolls for all of
And
us.
the tent. That's depending on how cozy y'all want to be.
I don't mind getting cozy.
Within the allowance of what I am allowed to give out on the Yarl's behalf, I can be persuaded to allow a stipend of 100 gold each to prepare yourselves for the coming storm. You say you may have some of your own equipment. Perhaps you use your additional share of the gold for the tent that will house all of you.
Reasonable.
But, it must be understood that this is not free money. This will be coming out of your end rewards for completing this task. And let it be known the Jarl's power is great, and if you just take his money and run, there will be consequences.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what exactly is the end reward?
Well, I'm going to have to discuss that with Jarl now that I've given you such a hefty stipend at the beginning. We'll discuss it when you return. You're already practically heroes for bringing us proper news of the dragon. If you bring back this tablet, there will be significant esteem, if nothing else.
And Lazalia, think of it this way. 100 gold goes a long way. It's a reward in and of itself.
I'm going to poke around and see if I can see anything that looks like a health
Very well.
Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Nothing
Of course, Yarl Balgruth.
standing out to you.
Naval assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Yeah, no health potions just sitting about.
Be rewarded. Light run.
Well, then I think it's best we retire for the night, have ourselves a meal,
It's been a long day.
and be ready to travel by morning.
Such a
Unless
long
there's anything else you need of us, I will be retiring for the evening.
So,
No, your
sorry.
your time is your own. Best you leave in the morning. Prepare yourselves for the journey ahead, and get back to us as soon as possible. We don't know how useful this tablet may be in combating the dragon menace.
menace.
How far away is the burrow?
It's within a day's travel.
Okay.
It can be somewhat treacherous terrain, but with a hardy Nord as your guide, I'm sure you can make it there within a day. How long it may take you to find the tablet in the ruins, to cut your way through whatever
Monsters
impediments may be in your way, that remains to be seen. Perhaps you need some time to plot things out, prepare an ambush. I don't know. I'm not the adventuring sort. I just know what I read in books.
Yes.
Well, Azalea, if we make it to my home tomorrow, we can at least stay there the night.
Is your home on the way?
It's a short detour.
Okay.
But to get him his things would mean less cost.
I'm just...
Oh, yes, no.
Like, are we going to his place and then have to go there and walking past this place again?
May I have the map?
Of course.
To a San Jawuri.
That was my jaw.
We are here.
Yes.
Bleak Falls Barrow, if I remember correctly, is in the mountains in this region. I
North of where Bridges.
live here, across the river, across the lake, from the mountains. Not that much far.
So, we are going and going back.
Yes.
And correct this one if I'm wrong. Isn't there not carts we could take as a loan?
Sure,
Get
I
there
don't know if
quickly?
any of them are going towards Riverwood, but or Falkleaf.
We could ask if we could get a wagon. We could go walk from Falkreath to Bleakville Barrow afterwards. Some of our funds go to that.
A wise idea. But first things first, we stay in town tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Have a bath, maybe.
That seems an excellent idea. You all smell of burnt hair.
Excuse me, I've cleaned, and out of everyone, I am pristine because of prestidigitation constantly.
Oh, I could do that too, and I just start cleaning
I
myself.
had assumed it was from the licking.
Well, the cloud about these two taints you as well. I'm afraid it's hard to tell the difference in this crowd.
And then I start flicking my fingers, and little dew of water comes out. I'm literally Febrezing you. Just.
I'd rather have a bath. Thank you.
I just picture like that.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'll start actually just and I'll not Febreze you. I will clean you off with prestidigitation. It'll take a while.
I just
Until
want
you
the
use
bath. Is this so much to ask?
No, you're just clean now, and none of us smell like burnt hair.
I am going to go to bed if you wouldn't mind vacating my chamber.
Sorry, yes.
Gladly.
Yes.
Be
Good.
with that.
Move on. Thank you.
Betty is so welcoming here.
Let's go. I'm guessing straight
Damn those great names.
to inn, or do we want to see if any of the shops are still open? It's not dark yet.
I would really, really like to get some new clothes.
Trying to do
You
that.
have new robes.
This talk of dragons will go mad.
I tell you what, we've made some excellent progress today. We can leave it right about here, and in the fireside chat, we can take care of the little bit of clothes shopping before bed, so you've got something clean and fresh to get into when you wake up in the morning. And for the little shopping for supplies and such, we can also take care of in the fireside chat.
Wonderful.
Excellent. So, folks at home, thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of Daedra and Deathclaws. something we do with our game. We have a Discord channel. You're all welcome to join it. Our link should be in Twitch, on Facebook, everywhere there. You'll be able to see our players interacting in character in the fireside chat. We'll use that to take care of, downtime business, things that aren't terribly exciting to watch. So you'll see them shopping there, and later you can also see them interacting in character at the inn, perhaps swapping stories, getting to know each other a little bit better. Something to keep you satisfied throughout the week until you join us next time to see where the adventure takes us. So please join us on Discord, Facebook, whatever. Follow the fireside chat. You can also see what loot they collected that we didn't have time to sort of check out along the way today.
When you murdered me, what loot did I drop for you?
I didn't murder you!
Guilt. That's what she picked up.
You're still alive.
Anyways, so if you check us out there, you'll see everything that's happening. And our next stream will be at our regular time, 6 p.m. Wednesday nights PST. That'll be our regular time going forward until perhaps something changes. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.